Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm testing drive the new Mercedes-Benz CLS 53 AMG. So this is a new generation CLS. It's based on the E-Class, but you know, it looks a bit different and more aggressive. The previous CLS, it was really nice looking car. It's 4-door sedan, sports car, super powerful. It had the V8 from the previous C63S, which was like natural aspirated, you know, very strong engine, lots of character. This one though, they're not gonna put the V8 anymore. So this particular car we're driving is the top of the range, guys. It sounds so good. AMG nailed it again. As I was saying, this is the highest spec car for the CLS. They're gonna have the 350, 450. Listen to that. So good, man. And it's not really much fake, guys, believe me. The exhaust is absolutely fantastic. I will put the window down and you can hear it a little bit. Hopefully you can hear it now. Listen. So this car is 3.0 inline-6, 1 turbocharged, but it have the EQ booster, which is an electric engine. It gives an extra 21 horsepower and around 150 Newton meters of torque, and that's a lot of power. So the car is now producing 430 brake horsepower, drives all the way to 6,200 RPM, 6,100 RPM, and the torque starts very low at 1,800 all the way to 5,800. So you have the power really from the bottom. Now I know that you're sitting and thinking, you know, this car doesn't have a lot of power and it should have more power, but believe me, that EQ booster engine is not a slouch. The acceleration from the 4MATIC plus the grip, that engine, the electric engine, and plus the inline-6 is not bad at all. There's a lot of power and torque, and it's always available at the lowest revs, at the highest revs. I'm very, very impressed with this car so far. It's just one of those cars that you must drive it in order to understand it and to feel the power and the technology. Today is Thursday, which is the last working day here before the weekend, and some traffic here, and you know, I'm gonna grasp this opportunity to talk more about the car. So this car does 0 to 100 kilometers in 4.5 seconds, or 0 to 60 miles basically. And that's pretty good actually. It's a very good number for such a big and heavy car. The top speed is 250 kilometers, like all German cars. The powerful German cars are limited. You can increase that to 270 with the AMG driver package, which comes, you know, with different options, but mostly that to increase the top speed to 270. I'm not really sure that's a really good, you know, option. The transmission is automatic, and finally, I'm happy to say that AMG have nailed the transmission. The previous transmission that we drove in the C43, the GLE 450, the E-Class Coupe, the C-Class Coupe, the C63 sedan was you know, a mix, of course, between automatic and some other cars were like the dual clutch, but it was never good and satisfying. You know, I started, you know, with my A45 3 years before, or a bit further, and it never gave me the you know, the good satisfaction or the confidence of switching the gears or understanding when to shift automatically. But now with the 9-speed automatic gearbox, it's so smooth and, you know, and instant, and the pedals are absolutely great. They feel amazing. They're very clicky and heavy. I absolutely love this transmission. At the beginning I was a bit, you know, worried that 9-speed, that's a lot of gears to keep shifts, but no, that makes it more aggressive. you know, and also that makes it more comfortable if you put the gears very high. After the 7th gear, you can feel the car wants just to flow, you know. So the AMG Speed Shift Automatic 9G, it's just absolutely brilliant gearbox. The steering, of course, is electric, but it's precise steering, which means that it changes the actual, you know, feeling of the steering based on the speed and the road that you're driving. And it's heavy. It's heavier than the other cars that I drove from AMG and Mercedes, and I absolutely like it. This is what we want. We want a steering wheel that looks good, feels good in the hand, and also feels good and precise on the road, and not very light, you know. You don't want to have very light steering wheel, and this is brilliant. So far, lots of good stuff about the CLS 53, guys. That's 0 to 119 almost. Powerful, stable, it feels good, it sounds good. It's just an amazing car, really. This is my favorite AMG, and I'm gonna speak more why I have this feeling so far. Also, the all-wheel drive on the E53 and the CLS 53, they have the same engine basically. It's a 4MATIC Plus, which is more sporty and also comfortable. So the ride control plus air suspension is just a very, very, very good system. You know, when you have a soft suspension, the car looks odd because it's very high and the wheel gaps and the arches are terrible. Maybe it's softer and makes you comfortable, but you don't want that, especially in this kind of cars. And to make it super stiff with the AMG Sport suspension previously, or performance suspension, also the car was super stiff, and even can adjust it much, you know, even if you put it in the comfort mode, and it's not gonna really be comfortable. So from the get-go, the air suspension basically, it just makes everything so much better. First, it absorbs the road absolutely great. Also, if you want to put it in Sport or Sport Plus, basically on the hard setting, it have the perfect balance and the height as well. And this car, when you go with the high speed, basically the suspension is lower to the maximum to reduce the wind resistance and further increase the basically stability of the car. So it have a lot of aerodynamics capabilities, and it really feels it, you know. It's not just on papers, it just transformed to the driver. And this is something I think Mercedes are going really on the right track with their selections, designs, interior, and performance. Surely enough, the best options to have on the car is the AMG Performance exhaust. And believe me guys, it's just brilliant. It's a must option that you must get, because it makes the car sound absolutely fantastic from the inside, from the outside. Also, it's not so fake, you know. Of course, there's some, you know, noise coming to the cabin through the speakers, like most of the other cars from AMG, BMW, Audi, whatever, all of them, except maybe Alfa Romeo. But there's a lot of sound coming from the exhaust and the engine, and there's a lot of crackles and drama. And if you put it in dynamic mode, it's the best. There's two options for the exhaust, particularly, like, you know, hard and normal, but basically you can press it anytime to make it louder. I'm driving the car from the get-go in individual mode, which, as I'll show you later what are the options that I choose. I believe this is the best choice, and I want to drive the car comfort, really. I mean, it's already comfortable. I put it on the hardest suspension settings. It's manual, dynamic. The steering wheel, it's hard. The exhaust at the loudest. Even the handling and sports handling mode, so it's like in between. It gives you less traction and more room to play. The exhaust is open as well. This is an amazing setting, and even the actual handling of the car in sports mode is better. And you don't lose much power because the traction control interferes. It doesn't blink too much like the M cars, but you feel it that it's sucking a lot of power if you have it on. So in the sports mode, I think it's a bit better. I don't know, I cannot turn it off. This is a new car and not for me, guys, and we need to sign papers because we cannot just turn off all the options on the highway, you know what I mean, or on just the road. The agency nailed it. They put the best options on this car, fully loaded, but they choose the best color, because I was worried some colors they look like shabby or not so flashy, you know, but this one is just beautiful. I mean, the Designo Cardinal Red It's a metallic color. It looks fantastic. Also because you have the carbon fiber packages, the night package as well, which highlights a lot of the features from the outside in black, and it makes it very aggressive. It's a huge step up for Mercedes in terms of design. You know, they nailed it. I personally like it more than the previous one. I'm feeling very happy of driving this car since yesterday, guys. You know, I did not have this feeling in many cars I drove. Yes, they felt fast, they felt good, you know, they're sporty, whatever, but this car makes you really feel comfortable. Also, I feel like I'm sitting in a luxurious car. It's very well made, it's well isolated from the outside. No vibration, no wind noise, no tire noise, nothing, you know. Also, there's so much equipment and gadgets to play from the interior, and it makes you really feel like you're sitting in an expensive car, and it is, because it's not a very cheap car. And if you want the performance, you put the dynamic bottom here in the individual setting, or Sport Plus, whatever you like, and you just make the car really alive, basically. You can hear the car growls so much, very deep growl. It's different than the other 6-cylinder from AMG. This is a different league. That engine, you know, it have the EQ booster that we spoke about earlier, and this EQ booster is using, you know, a separate battery, 48 volt, to store more of the power, you know, and you'll see it here as power and charge, and it makes the torque really available at any time. There's no much, you know, turbo lag. That's why I believe they did not put another turbo. They could do that, but it's gonna increase the power of the car, but it's not gonna make it, you know, feel better. I'm not sure about the weight of that particular engine. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments below. But I like the vision of Mercedes, you know, it's kind of hybrid. It's not really much hybrid, but it is. They want to decrease the capacity of the engines, you know, also the cylinders, of course, but it works. I mean, it's a brilliant car. You don't want much power, actually. Driving between the lines, if you're on highway and we missed it, it actually corrects itself, and I felt it. I'm trying intentionally to do that. Let me see now. You see, the car actually tried to turn on the right by itself. It's not very, like, you know, precise, but it does the job, you know what I mean? There's adaptive cruise control. Also, you can set, you know, the speed between you and the other cars, how adaptive you want it. If you want it super, you know, close, you want it super far, or in the medium. Tons of safety feature, pedestrians, you know, lane assist, blind spot assist. Mercedes always, they keep the blind spot triangle, the famous one, orange. If you have an object getting close to you, red, it's too close and you shouldn't pass. The new steering wheel with the new shape and the functions, it looks so good. It doesn't look like any other car, and I think it looks a bit thicker from here, and the grip is so good. The dynamic leather, it's soft leather. I absolutely love it. It's flashy at the beginning, but when you sit inside and try to understand different configuration buttons, and that's easy because you can keep your hands on the steering wheel at all times. You don't need to change, you know, you don't need to take off your hands at all, because you have all the options here. Third gear, nice grip, no body roll so far. Savage. Air suspension is fantastic. I was expecting that it's gonna be softer, you know, but that's not true. It's not soft. It's a perfect balance. And the exhaust is so good. It's loud at lift off. It does crazy sounds. When you press it, it just growls and growls and growls. Let me downshift to the third gear. Listen. Crazy exhaust. Of power, noise so good, brakes really are good as well. Nice downshifts. Snappy, precise, and the noise is absolutely great. Acceleration is savage, guys. Let's hear it now. $148, that's really good. From the front, car looks good. You know, the bumper is actually going outwards, the engine is in the back, dual grille, signature for AMG. Now they have the new Panamera grille for the highest end cars. Running LED here as well, new shape, very similar to the A-Class and the AMG GT as well. A-shaped bumper, ventilations here, those are a bit, you know, plasticky, but I think the quality of the exterior is pretty nice. Front camera, AMG logo, Mercedes-Benz, huge star of Mercedes. They hide, you know, the dynamic cruise control other functions, which is cool, deep inside there. From the side, the car looks very tall, as you can see. Beautiful shape, very wide. You know, the roof is a bit down and it's bent, and it looks very nice. Let's sacrifice the space in the back. Mirrors are fixed on the door. They are made from carbon fiber. Nice package. All the trims and different parts of the car are in black, except the door handle. The door have, you know, soft closing mechanic, and it looks great. From the back, the car looks very mean, actually. The first impression that you will get is very wide. There's a big wheel there. Those are fake. The lights, new shape. They all grown on you, especially when they light at night on the outer part. AMG logo there. Carbon fiber wing, massive, and it goes outwards. It's very nice. Huge diffuser made from plastic, distinctive design for the 353 and the 43 now with the oval shape tailpipes. Visibility is not so good because of the shape of the car, but we don't care about that. Brake lights is there. Guys, lock and unlock, and to open the trunk, made from chrome, very similar design to the old one, but I think it looks nicer. Very simple. Start the car, press start and engine here. Let's start by talking about the steering wheel. The new steering wheel, it's absolutely fantastic. A new shape, it's made from Nappa, soft leather, lots of different functions here. All this part controls the left screen, this part controls the right screen. So you can see here, you go to the main button, you press here, you go home always, and then you can scroll. It's a touch pad basically. So you have the speedometer, you know, the eco boost, the eco display, the range of the car, the kilometers and the kilometer range, and all different functions. You press again, and then you can navigate through AMG performance. You have to press back, and then you can go to assistance, service, all different functions. Also, you can have the multimedia telephone, the HUD, which I will show you now. So if you press on it, you can change the position up and down. Hopefully you can see it, guys. Okay, you press again. The brightness, I put it on the brightest. Also display content, so you can make it smaller, you know, bigger. You have less content inside, more content. That's a pretty cool and neat function. Okay, these buttons to control the cruise control, to set the limit for your speed as well. Here you can have, when you set the cruise control, You press here, you set the cruise control on the speed that you like, and then if you press here, basically you can control the distance, the dynamic distance between you and the other car. So that's a pretty nice feature as well. You have the indicators and windshield washers on the left side. Typical AMG, and the same. Of course, on the right, to control the gears, that gear column here, gear shifter. Oh my goodness me. They not even made it better. It's the same one, plastic, and it looks really old and crappy. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just not so good. You press it inside for parking, reverse neutral, and drive. The pedal shifters, they are made from aluminum. They're very good quality, and they feel very nice in hand. So that's fine. Here you have the same to control basically the right screen. You press home. You have the you have the touch sensitive scroller here. You can swirl, you can press back here, and then you can control the volume and voice command and telephone. Lots of functions and very nice. Let me show you different designs that you can set for your display here. Sport, which is the current one. Classic. It's very familiar to different AMG cars. I kind of like it. Even you can see like it looks like a carbon fiber, it's pretty cool. Progressive, it's just the RPM and the speed inside, so you can have different options on the right and the left of the screen, but I think sport is the best, or classic, so keep it on sport. Here guys, you have the gas mileage, the cruise control, this one to assist you if you lose basically your car between the lines, temperature. You have the EQ boost engine there, power and charge, and it's very nice. You have the temperature, the clock, and the different gears that you select, and the speedometer, the parking. Lots of stuff on the screen, but at the beginning it's overwhelming, but you'll get used on that. Double stitching, soft leather, lots of carbon fiber, Burmester sound system, which is great. Heated seat, ventilated seat. You can control the seats from here. You have 3 memory. Again, lamination is absolutely fantastic. It's a bit soft actually, but it's a leather, but it looks like plastic from here. Here it's leather or covered by leather, but here it's plastic. Very strange. The lock and unlock for doors are hidden, but the quality of the doors, the gentle door opening, the switches are really nice made. They're clicky to control the mirrors from here, blind spot. The AC nozzles are laminated. All different aids are here for the steering wheel, lane assist, parking, head-up display. This one you can control the shade. You can close and open it, as you can see. And here you can raise the vehicle if you had a speed hump or something like that. The integration of the dual screen, 12.3 inches, and the dashboard, it's fantastic. This is full leather, 4 nozzles there of AC. Great stuff. So this specific upholstery leather, it's Artico, it's man-made leather, and it's ventilated from here, it's heated. I love those seats. They are very comfortable. Here it's more like an S-Class. The switches here, they are made from chrome, and they're clicky to control the AC here. Basically you can actually control it from the system as well, to make it cold and cold, different functions, all this different stuff. The menu reset from here. You have the shortcuts for navigation, radio, media, telephone, car settings, hazards. The clock, it's brilliant, and it illuminates at night. It's made from GWC, and it's very nice because it makes the car looks expensive, you know what I mean? Absolutely beautiful carbon, great quality. Cup holders, there's 2 of them, they're very nice, deep. Here you can put the key and store different stuff. You have 1 USB. Going down, you have the dynamic button. Of course, you can put the car in eco modes. You can put it in individual. I put it in the highest settings, so everything the most powerful. You have the comfort, sport, and sport plus. While you are playing with this button, you can see it on those screens as well, which is very cool. At any time you can put the car in manual mode by pressing this button. Also you can control the suspension. You have 3 settings: comfortable, sport, and sport plus. Traction control, sport or off or on. Back button, home button, This is you know, a no exhaust to turn it on and off. Just press this button at any time. This one auto off basically, so it doesn't, you know, stop the car and turn off the car. While, you know, in this camera you have 360 view, the parking sensors, you have just the entire surrounding check. Great stuff. That's front camera, by the way, guys, not the rear. You have the front, and you have the car from the top. You have the car from both sides and the car from the top. You have the car from the back in every single angle, or just the back and the top. So basically it depends on your needs. Lots of function, and the camera quality is very good. The touchpad, which I was never a big fan of, they have a new design touchpad. That's an old one. I don't know why they did not put the new one, which is more squarey and matte. Here it's glossy. I don't like it, man. I like only when I press the back and the basically the home. It's easier than reaching, you know what I mean? Like, because it's kind of hidden, you know, so you have to put it there. You don't see it. You have to memorize it. But here it's easier. Anyway, you can use it. You can, you know, you can see it's just too sensitive for me. Armrest compartment. You have two USB SD. It's deep. You can put easily stuff, and you know, it's good quality, nice leather. But you cannot really adjust the armrest because of the design of the car. That's fine. Glove box. You can put the perfume there, which is cool, basically, but decent size. The central mirror is frameless. It's good quality. It's stable. It's strong. I like it a lot. You have the lights here, basically, and look at that. You can store your glasses, which is cool. I mean, lots of cars, they get rid of this function, but I found it very nice. This car have a small sunroof. This is manual. You can close it and open it. Also, by pressing this button, you just open the sunroof at one time. You see, you cannot open it more than that. Just a little bit. You press again and it closes. It's not a moon roof, but it's a cool function. So 3 settings for heated seat, also for ventilation. Also, you can control the right side, basically, which is very cool. Let me know what is this button, guys. I'm not familiar with it. So going to the main screen, you have the display like that. It's not touch, unfortunately. Navigation. Let's put enter destination. You can put by PO box, or you can put the you know, the name that you want to go there, or you can choose basically the street, the city. You have different, let's say, previous destinations. Let me put Gargage. Let's just close this one. You can press mute, so disable it, disable the sound of the navigation, or you can press the volume up if you want to. While you're having the navigation, you can always go to the menu and do different stuff. You can connect to the radio, change channels, all this stuff. I'm not gonna throw details. You know, you can adjust different. There's a lot of graphics there. It's overwhelming in the beginning. You can connect your phone, your telephone, also connected drive, online vehicle settings. This is something that, you know, it's nice to show. Climate control. You can synchronize it, you know, so the car knows the climate mode, focus, medium, or diffuse. Air fresheners, as I said, in the glove box, but we don't have it. Rear temperature as well, so you can control the rear temperature while sitting in the front. The fresh system will give you a massage. It's give you, like, you know, different setting, but it just doesn't work while you're driving. So you must be, you know, to relax your muscle. Basically, the system will help you, or to refresh your muscle and your nervous system, but you must be, you know, not moving. So, and it needs, I believe, 10 minutes. Dynamic select, you have different configurations that we did, individual configurations. You can see that you can change all the settings that you want. So as you know, I put it in the highest, always dynamic, the transmission in manual, the suspension in Sports Plus, the exhaust you have balance and powerful, the ESP on or sport. You cannot turn it off. You have to keep pressing on the traction control button to turn it off. engine data. You can collect the information that you like. You know, I believe they are doing the same as the sports display from BMW. It's cool that now the passenger can see actually what's happening, same as here. You know, the speed and the torque, the temperature, all the stuff, tire pressure, suspension, the comfort, all of this stuff. Lots of data, man. Dynamic data as well. So you have the different speedometer and the boost, the EQ boost. That's cool. Assistance, you can turn off all the different functions the way that you like it, or you can adjust it as well. So camera parking assist, active brake assist, medium, just say early by example, or medium. Medium is good, otherwise it will bump a lot. Speed adjustment will show you. It will actually reduce the speed ahead if you have bands or different highways. Attention assist, like you're having coffee or something. Active blind spot, consumption of your gas. I don't know if you want to read this stuff all the time, but you have it there. The light settings, let's start with the exterior. You can shut it off basically after 15 seconds or all the way to 60, or you can turn it off. Surrounding light from the doors and the mirrors, dipped beams, right side, depends where you're driving, on the right or left, I believe. Intelligent light system, always keep it on, and surrounding light, I don't see any way of turning it off. Ambient light, you can have it multicolor, so you have different colors at the same time, or I don't like that. I will show you more, guys. I took some footage at night. The brightest zone, you can adjust it as well the way that you like it. You go left basically, and then here you go. You can do it one by one, or you can turn it all the way up. I tried to change the color. I don't know why I did not do that. You can have different colors. So many. How many colors we have? I believe 69 different colors. Great. Green and red and blue and amazing stuff. Also settings for the car. You can change the display and different design from here. You can have additional display area like dynamic or navigation map, whatever you like it in the middle. So it's up to you. Brightest as well. Well, just keep it on 0 for now. Display off, I don't know why you want to turn it off. Day night design, automatic, so it knows when to turn it off, when to turn it on. Input, audio, connectivity, Bluetooth device, command touch, time and date, and language. It was in Arabic, I put it in English. The units as well. Software update, backup. So that's a new system, guys. I think it's nice. At the beginning it's overwhelming, but it's very effective and very good design actually. Let me know what you think about it.